1460 WVOX.
Stay tuned for Conversations with Ernie Davis. Ernie Davis is the former mayor of Mount Vernon.
Okay, that was very, very good. We have the artist in the studio who produced this sound.
Oh, wow.
But let me introduce the people here. We have Nella, of course,
Hello.
a fixture here, and we have Jamila Renee.
How are you? Good morning.
Good morning. And Drew
Yes. Good morning.
Scooter.
Good morning.
And Drew and Scooter were the architects of the sound that you heard. Scooter, I'm sad to say that I didn't recognize all of the work that he's done on Mount Vernon Avenue, and he's been there for 15 years. And Drew is from Plainfield, New Jersey originally, but he's got the virus of Mount Vernon, the good virus of Mount Vernon.
Yes, indeed.
So, okay, you got a group, right?
Yes, we do.
And what's the name of the group?
Scooters in the House Jazz Artists.
All of that, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, the reason it's Scooters in the House Jazz Artists because we have a collection of musicians from Mount Vernon. You know, I mean, some of the best musicians in Mount Vernon.
Okay.
And so we put together these songs. I mean, we do have a band. Most of the musicians are part of the band, you know, but we use only Mount Vernon musicians. Well, I shouldn't say only because I'm from
Okay,
Plainfield.
so the sound that you hear, how did it originate? How did that work?
Well, back maybe about 5 or 6 years ago, I started the jazz band with a guy named Piano Red from Mount Vernon. Was a fantastic.
I think I met. Yeah.
You
I
probably
met-
heard of Piano Red. He was pretty known all over the place. And we started, and then I had another piano player named Keith Kemper from Brooklyn. And he and all three of us got together and we started putting tunes together. And as time went on, we started adding on new musicians to the group. So
you're the ringmaster. You put all of this together.
yeah, I'm kind of like the manager, so to speak, and the engineer. I wear a few different hats.
Let's see, but we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back to continue this conversation. Oh wow! That got me going here. And we got the great thing we have is we got the producers of the sound in the studio. I got Scooter and I got Drew and Jamila. You know she sings. You know.
Yeah, we know. She's in the studio too with us.
Oh, okay. You in that too?
Yes.
All right.
She's on a few people's projects.
She's on one of my songs called
I Should Have Known.
I Should Have Known.
Mm-hmm.
Brand new song I put out about a month ago.
And then she plays with old school players band.
Who is old school?
The old school players, they're a local band in Mount Vernon. Very good musicians.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very, very good musicians. Great band.
When this virus is over, maybe we can get all of this energy and put it out there.
We should, because Mount Vernon has so many bands and so much talent. I mean, you got Scooter in the House, right? You got Asim Barnes, excellent guitarist. You know him.
Yeah, I think I had him on the show.
Yeah, he's a killer.
Dennis,
Yeah.
You got Dennis Pettiford, excellent bass player. Him and his wife Veronica, they have a group called what's the name of their group?
The Choice.
The Choice, right? And the Final Decision Band. I played with those guys. There's just so many.
You know,
so many
I
great
got
musicians.
an idea. Once this virus cools down and we can congregate a little bit, I'm thinking about maybe either having, and I got to work with you to see who's what, but
Okay.
I'm thinking because we have to, if you sell negativity all the time, that's what you're going to get. And a lot of people, including me, don't know the depths of the talents that's out here. When I was in office, we did Arts on Third, and that eventually grew. Over 100,000 people came to Third Street, and that was deliberate. And I can think now that how we could use some venue such as that to get all these people together so that we can really start to celebrate the artistry that is produced in the city we call Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon is, now the politicians have messed it up, except for me, of course. But if you really look at it, the people who have gotten in the way of Mount Vernon's progress is the people that have been chosen to be ahead of the city. Because there's no reason that Mount Vernon shouldn't be celebrated for what it is.
Right.
It has 98 different countries here. And we get along pretty good. You don't hear race riots and stuff like that. And when we had Arts on Third, we made sure that we had a cross section of people, and then we had in the summer we had Summer Breeze, and we had.
I played in 3 of them.
Yeah,
That's right.
So press don't like to cover the real Mount Vernon. They cover the failures. If somebody got shot, that's going to make headlines for a long time. The sounds that you produce. You're going to put it on CD. How are you going to market this sound?
Oh, no. I mean, today, it's less CDs and it's more streaming. Kids, they stream music.
Yeah, but they don't buy nothing. I mean, people like me, we got some money, so you better.
But we do have, for people like us, we have CDs.
Right.
Yeah.
We ain't streaming nothing. We want to hear it. We want to put it down. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after the break. Okay, you're hearing it. You're hearing it, and they are right here. The producers of this sound is right here in the studio, and so some questions. First of all, you got get some CDs out there, and the word starts to spread. You know, the other thing is that maybe we should, when this thing dies down, we could start to sit up and get start to bring other people who can who have the connections. For instance, when I was in office before, we had the hip hop. We were building a hip hop culture gallery, and we had a lot of play. People from Huntsville, Alabama, was calling. We were the first to do that. So what happened? Clinton Young came in and killed the project. Now, so what has to happen if it were at the grassroots? It'll be hard for politicians to go against what other politicians have started. And that's been the problem in Mount Vernon. You had people who just didn't get it. They think it's about them. And it's about the people. And if you take all the restrictions off the people and let them fly, it's amazing what will happen. But right now, Scooter, you seem to be the heavy in this thing here.
Yeah.
You're the one that's got the studio.
Right.
And you are the arranger, actually, from what I gather.
Yes.
Now, and I'm trying to deduce what it is that's gonna, what your future plans are to get what you're doing out into the wide open community.
Okay.
What's the band's name again?
Scooters in the House, jazz artists.
Scooters in the House, jazz artists.
Yes.
Yes.
How long have you been playing instruments?
We've been playing instruments over 20 years, you know.
I've been playing guitar all my life.
How did you learn?
How did I learn?
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting because I was a drummer at first. I had a friend. He taught me how to play drums, right? And he let me use his drum set for a week. And my father said, "Oh my God, he's gonna beat my head." So they bought me a guitar.
How old were you?
I was like 10, right?
Wow.
So he bought me a guitar for Christmas, and it stayed in his closet until the summertime. And my oldest brother was a sax player, Michael, and he had a band. And
How much older was you?
my brother Michael is about 2 years older than me.
Oh, probably you're
And all this is self-taught?
Well, I learned how to read music eventually. Once I got to junior high school, and then I started taking music classes. And once I got to high school, everything was theory and harmony, music theory, blah blah blah. I won Jersey Jazz Festival award back in '77.
We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after the break.
Right.
Okay. Can I get that on the CD?
Of course you can.
Okay.
Of course you can.
When can I get? How many are you pressing?
Well, I only have a one presser, so I have to do one at a time. And also, we can generate funds from being played on the radio.
Yeah. Once you and then I'm looking at a board of directors. I'm looking at people who bring different things to the table.
Okay.
You don't want all musicians sitting around doing nothing.
No.
Right.
But so you play your music, but the other part of it is the structure.
The business
and the
aspect.
structure is the business part of it.
Right.
And so I'm glad you came on, and we're going to have you back again.
Okay.
So what you want to leave the audience with? What?
Well,
what do you want to leave the audience
I'd
with?
like to say to all my Facebook fans out there that might be listening, I told you guys to tune in. I hope you're listening. A big shout out to you guys, because if it wasn't for you guys, man, playing the music, we wouldn't be where we are today. And I just want to thank the mayor for having us.
We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Who's in the
Same
house
place.
jazz band?
All right.